Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Giants Rundown for Saturday, March 6th. A lot to get through today. Two games today. The Giants split those games, but first, an update on Emmanuel Burris. As you may have seen from some Twitterings earlier today, Emmanuel Burris, bad news for him. He's going to be in a boot for 4 weeks because he did, in fact, re-break the fifth metatarsal bone in his foot the other day, the first Cactus League game. So he's going to be out of action for the remainder of the spring and probably a good while into the season. It's a big blow for him. He was knocked out in June of last year, couldn't play in the winter ball, which he wanted to do because of recurring pain. So obviously he's not going to be a candidate to help the Giants anytime soon. Ryan Rollinger is going to get some more ground balls at shortstop. He might see some more time there. But the Giants are very thin on the middle infield, and you saw what happened today. They defeated the Arizona Diamondbacks at home here at Scottsdale Stadium 12-6. The other split squad lost to the Milwaukee Brewers 12-1. So the Giants are 4-1 thus far this spring. In the game here at Scottsdale, we saw Steve Johnson and Madison Bumgarner, two pitchers, actually pinch hit just because the Giants didn't have enough position players to go around. Jonathan Sanchez started this game here, and he walked a few batters, gave up a few hits, didn't command his slider, but he kept throwing it because he wanted to try to throw it for strikes. And when he finally got in trouble, he started throwing his fastball, and that's still a pretty darn good pitch, and he was able to get the strikeouts he needed to get by without giving up any runs. The Giants put up they fell behind when Joe Martinez had a rough inning, gave up 4 runs. In the 4th inning, Chris Young had a hit off him. But once Edwin Jackson left the game for the Diamondbacks, and he sure looked great, the Giants were able to really pour it on. They had a 9-run 5th inning. John Bowker hit a long home run. Pablo Sandoval hit the top of the wall at an opposite field double. Later on in the game, Brandon Crawford, the young shortstop in camp, went opposite way with a home run. He looks like he's got a nice opposite way swing. That's always good for a left-handed hitter who's going to be playing their games at AT&T Park. And probably the biggest news to emerge from this game is that Buster Posey played some first base. He went in there to start the 6th inning, and he finished the game with a 3-6-3 double play, and it looked like he'd been playing the position pretty much his whole life, and he and Crawford really enjoyed doing that, I think especially to end the game. So what this is going to do for the Giants is it's going to give Posey another option to maybe make this ball club if he hits the cover off the ball this spring. They might look at a situation where they could play him a day or two a week at first base and maybe a day or two a week behind the plate. I still think he's going to start the year at AAA, but when you see him look comfortable at first base, as comfortable as he was, despite not taking any grounders at all since the Cape Cod League before he started taking grounders today, that makes you think that maybe there's a chance that he could be on this team come opening day. But again, it looks like he will start the year at AAA Fresno. They do want him to get more seasoning behind the plate. A few other things from today. In the game at Maryvale, which I did not attend, I can't be 2 places at once, there were 4 hit batters in the game, including Kevin Pucetis hitting Ricky Weeks to lead off the game, but tempers remained calm. Nobody was hit with any purpose pitches. It looked like it was all just guys struggling with their command. Jackson Williams was the only Giant who got hit, and he said that he didn't see any intent in any of the pitches. It was a good game for Pucetis. He had 3 scoreless innings. The rest of the young pitchers didn't fare as well. Byung-Hyun Kim came up from minor league camp, and he gave up a run in an inning. Steve Edlison gave up some runs. Dan Turpin gave up some runs. But I guess it was really dry, and the wind was really blowing out there, so not the best pitching conditions. We saw Thomas Neal make a diving catch in left field here in Scottsdale. That was really impressive. And saw Aubrey Huff go all out, even though this is an exhibition game. He literally hurdled Miguel Montero trying to score on a play at the plate, and he did clear him, jumped right over him, but he also jumped over the plate, and Montero was able to tag his leg just in time. So he was tagged out. So again, Posey's double play was maybe the play of the game, and saw a lot of power from the Giants side here at Scottsdale, and that's what they like to see. Tomorrow it's going to be Tim Lincecum versus Luke Hochevar for the Kansas City Royals. At surprise, Hochevar was the first-round pick the year Lincecum went 10th overall to the Giants. So you got to wonder what the Royals' rotation would look like if they'd taken Lincecum at the top. They'd have him and Zach Greinke. That's a pretty scary thought. So that's pretty much the news of the day from spring training. One other injury update: Mark DeRosa did not take live BP just because of the scheduling with the split squad, but he should do that on Sunday, and he looked really good hitting off the coaches. He hit a lot of balls into the pavilion in batting practice and looked really good. So, again, that's all for today. A long day here at Scottsdale. So, until tomorrow, thanks for tuning in.